It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Power USA, TNS Media Group with the team and the family. So Dak Prescott has recently went into the media speaking about, how the Eagles, he applauds the Eagles for winning the Super Bowl, but also saying that the Cowboys have been close and the Cowboys have been getting the best of the Eagles, and the Cowboys are just basically right there in contention with an opportunity to possibly win a Super Bowl in the coming years. In my opinion, I think that the Eagles are years ahead of the Cowboys. Cowboys are a good team when healthy, but even when Dak was there for the 8 games, they weren't that good for whatever reason. So as far as if you look at what the Eagles have done and what the Cowboys have done in the last 3 years, the Eagles have been, the Cowboys did win the division in one of the last 3 years, but they haven't really been anyone that the Eagles would look at as someone that can possibly dethrone them in the NFC, in my opinion.
Man, what I know, the Dallas had 3 years in a row where they went 12 and something, and did nothing with that record, absolutely nothing. If they made it to the playoffs, they went home the first round exit. So for Dak to sit up there and make this comment, he didn't just say that about the Philadelphia Eagles either. He said that about the Washington Redskins, the teams that's irrelevant in the NFC East right now. Dak, you need to quiet up and go to work, get it done. Like Marcus Spears said, you had 3 seasons where you was 12 and something, meaning that you can go to the playoffs and try to get you a chip. Here it is, Jalen Hurts has been to 2 of them already. And how many years he got in the league? He don't even got 5 years in yet.
He's fairly young guy.
And he won one, lost one, and he's not done yet. So for Dak to make that type of reading, I'm trying to figure out what's his angle, because you play him twice a year. And like he has beaten the Eagles before. They have got games, they have split the season, sometimes they have swept the Eagles, with him being at the helm of the team as their quarterback. But better than the Eagles right now, for him to make that statement days ago after the Super Bowl, I don't know. Dak, you never even sniffed the NFC Championship, let alone the Super Bowl. So there is nothing that he should be trying to commentate about or put his 2 cents in until he proves his own worth.
Yeah, well, if you look at the Dallas Cowboys, haven't been in the conference game or a conference championship game in 29 seasons. And Dak Prescott has been there, and he hasn't, even got them over the hump as well. So he had his opportunities against the Eagles, but to actually look at him and hear him say these things, whereas though he's saying that the Cowboys are close to the Philadelphia Eagles, makes me think that he is a little delusional, in my opinion.
I'm trying to sit there because I want to take the notation that he's not delusional. I want to go, because I want to actually be in his shoes, because sometimes you'll understand a person better when you put yourself in their shoes. So in his shoes right now, he's watching a quarterback from his division, been to the Super Bowl 2 times, and won one and lost one. That's always, since he's been in the league, we talking about Jalen Hurts, that's always making himself relevant. So when I see Dak Prescott making these outlandish comments, it's a little bit more than delusional. He believes what he's saying. He just he's just not putting stuff out there like, I hope this is the case, or I hope. No, he actually believes this notation that he made up in his mind. And that's cool too, Dak. Matter of fact, you are the MVP of the Super Bowl this year. How about, let's go as far as in saying that now too. Because by you saying that, yeah, we have got the best of Washington and we have got the best of the Philadelphia Eagles, so we're not that much far apart. Dak, man, go win you a playoff game, man, first before you even start talking about something crazy like this. Get you a playoff game under your belt, then come back and holler at me to see if you're better than the Eagles or Washington or whoever it is that you may have conjured up off this notation that you're thinking about. That's it.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, like I said, I think that the Dallas Cowboys are years behind the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll see what happens in the upcoming season. Dak says he's healthy, says he's back, ready to play.
They need some pieces, Toffee.
Yeah, they do.
They need some defense, offense. For Dak to make, I just can't. Like I said, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, and when I do that, I get a little bit, all right, you did beat the Eagles. You did beat the Commanders. You have, in your career with the Dallas Cowboys, I'm talking about Dak Prescott, you have done good. You have won the division. Yes, you have done, but you have not accomplished what the Eagles accomplished.
No.
since you've been a Dallas Cowboy. So please, Dak, please just sit back and say, man, because it starts from the front office. Then it comes to the players to put the work in from the coaches, and this is the front office. Putting the right coaches in place to coach these men up, these boys up to be great at what they do. That's just it.
Yeah, and Dak is going into his third head coach since being with the Cowboys. And,
yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
And how many head coaches than Jalen Hurts had already?
I believe 2. We got
two?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes, we got rid of went to the Jaguars.
Frank Wright.
No. Went to the Jaguars, head coaches.
Frank Wright.
No.
I mean, not Frank Wright, Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson, yes.
Then we had Frank Wright.
No, we never.
Frank Wright was the offensive coordinator.
We had Doug Peterson and Sirianni, that's it.
So Frank Wright was our offensive coordinator.
Yeah, so
and went to the Colts.
Yeah, so the Eagles have have been very dominant in their division, as you said, making the Super Bowl in the last two to three seasons. So we'll see what happens. The Cowboys, in my opinion, like I said, have a long way to go. But you heard it here first. It's TBISC, the best in sports entertainment. Hello. You need home care services for yourself or a loved one, but you don't know where to begin. If you don't want to wait in a long line to the welfare office, or hire someone to do the work for you, or you're just tired of the runaround, please allow Mecca Care to help you. Call now, 215-644-8341. 215-644-8341.